Still to the point, still says, no the
Welcome you on the show to this is Sport on Trust TV. Adeni Aji Shafe. Well, at least let's enjoy some basketball there. That's Nigerian basketball. Really, they're doing their best, making sure that sports grow in this nation. Right now, we look at some sporting stories trending as we speak right now. Enugu State will be the next host of the National Sports Festival that will be coming up after the one that will be hosted by Ogun State. That particular topic, let's look at it first because it's just a breaking news. NSC announces Enugu State as host of 23rd National Sports Festival. That was actually concluded this morning by the National Sports Commission. Actually approved that Enugu State, the core city state, will be the next host of the 23rd edition. The 22nd is coming up in Ogun State, where all facilities have been put in place. But right now, the NSC actually agreed that looking at the bid that Enugu State put forward, they deserve to get it now to host the next edition of the National Sports Festival. Let's look at the statement coming from the NSC there. National Sports Commission, after its top management meeting, announced Enugu State as the host of the 23rd edition of the National Sports Festival. The core city state emerged top from a competitive bidding process, and the state is set to deliver a world-class event. National Sports Festival, a biennial multi-sport event. It brings together thousands of athletes from Nigerian 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory to celebrate sportsmanship, national unity, and sporting excellence. Before Enugu State takes center stage, the 22nd edition of the festival is set to hold in January 2025 in Ogun State, precisely in Abeokuta. This marks the first time the southeastern state will be staging the event since its inception in 1973. That's talking about Enugu State. This is the first time Enugu State will be hosting the National Sports Festival, coming from the NSC, National Sports Commission, where the DG of that commission actually spoke about this development. Well, let's actually listen to him. He speaks further there. Let's have Olopade. Bukola Olopade is the Director General of the National Sports Commission.
For me, it's a huge pleasure to announce this to the world that the Chairman of the Sports Commission, on recommendation from the office of the DG, and obviously the technocrats at the Sports Commission have agreed that the next host of the National Sports Festival, the 23rd National Sports Festival, would be Enugu State. And for me, it's a thing of joy because we always, in the last few years, would wait until the closing ceremony to announce the next host, which somehow has not added value to those closing ceremonies the way you see everywhere in the world. So what we have today now is Enugu State with at least 2 years and a few months to put together their facilities and have an amazing games, and obviously 3 months or 2 months to put together a cultural display, something that showcases Enugu at the closing ceremony in Abeokuta. And that also obviously will give you the international touch that is needed. What does this say to what the vision of Mr. President is, and obviously the aggression of the chairman and the commission, of course, myself, that we want to do? It shows that the commission is coming up with a different strategy with which sports will be administered in this country. It has to have a corporate approach, a structured approach, a better organized approach, which will elevate the perception and the status of the way people look at sports in this country. So I'm excited. Congratulations, Enugu State. We look forward to coming there in the next 2 years.
But away from that, a lot of us want to know why pick the Asian city, knowing that the former capital of the old Southeast region. What are the factors that you people put in place to decide to end up with Enugu State?
From the document I saw, obviously, Enugu State is one of the states that has already been prepared in terms of facilities. When you look at the sort of facilities that they have around Enugu State, from the university in Nsukka to the stadium in Enugu, to the golf course, which is an amazing golf course, to the sports complex that they have within the stadium with swimming pools and everything. And you think of the ambition of Governor Peter Umba, you would agree with me that the things that you need to put into cognizance before you even give this sort of hosting rights to any state are very present in the Enugu State. So leadership is there, passion is there, purpose-driven attitude is there, facilities are there, the love of sport by the people. I was gobsmacked when I went to Opera Square a few months ago and I saw thousands of sportsmen and women doing some sort of warm-up or even running.
Bukola Olakpade there, the Director General of National Sports Commission, at least explaining why and how they were able to agree Enugu State to be the next host, looking at the way they prepare themselves ahead of the bid. And aside that, they really deserve to get it after putting up a very superlative bid concerning that. And right now, they are ready. Looking at for the fact that the stadium they will be using is all the facilities are there for all the athletes that will be coming across the statistics, and the FCT for the National Sports Commission are all ready for this. Congrats to Enugu State. They will be the host of the next National Sports Festival, the 23rd. After the 22nd, actually will be coming up in Ogun State. Well, that's from National Sports Commission. Well, from there, let's talk about the 2024 African Military Games taking place in Abuja. As we speak right now, Nigeria have been able to do well. Nigeria wins 2 gold. That's in handball for men and women. 1 silver as hostility begins in Abuja. Well, as we speak, we have 2 gold and 1 silver. 1 silver coming from wrestling. I just have to appreciate what our military men are doing, and they did well in both the men and women handball. Nigeria defeated Ghana in the handball men, where they won 28-18 with extra 10 points to win the handball for men, while they also won the women version. Well, as we speak right now, they will be playing against Equatorial Guinea for the men football third place fight after they were dislodged by Cameroon in the football race in the semi-final of the football match they play. Well, we continue to bring you more updates concerning the AMGA, that is AMGA, as they call it, 2024 2024 African Military Games. About 20 nations, 21 nations rather, are participating in this competition, where they will be competing in 20 different sporting events in Abuja. Well, right now, Nigeria have actually scooped 2 gold and 1 silver, 2 in handball, both men and women, and 1 silver in wrestling, Greco-Roman category of wrestling. Congrats to Team Nigeria there, the military officers doing their best, making sure they host and win this competition, where 21 nations are really locking horns in that particular order there. We wish them the best as they prosecute this. At least we know that before, we've seen a lot of Nigerian military men representing this nation, especially when it comes to races, boxing, marathon, all that. And now they are back to fray by showcasing their talents when it comes to sport. Well, from the AMGA Games, let's come back and talk about the African qualifier. That's AFCON qualifiers. Well, after all the nations have so far qualified for this competition, you know, the enmity between Nigeria and Libya is not ending at all. The last may not have been had concerning that, because we speak right now. We look at that story. Nigerians won 2 loss against Rwanda. Libyans accused Super Eagles of match fixing. According to them, they believe that Nigeria actually fixed that match against Rwanda because they believe that we should be able to defeat Rwanda here in Nigeria, precisely at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. And for them, they should be able to defeat Benin Republic. Well, Benin Republic came, they packed the bus, they were able to salvage a draw, and they were expecting Nigeria to defeat Rwanda. And alas, it didn't happen. So they believe that Super Eagles actually is be accused of match fixing by Libya. Let's look at the means of that particular match fixing that is coming up. Libya Akbar on Nigeria versus Rwanda match. A Libyan news outlet, Libya Akbar, has insinuated that the Super Eagles of Nigeria deliberately lost their home match to Rwanda on Monday to shut the Africa Cup of Nations gate at Libya. The question of Nigeria's defeat to Rwanda remains hanging in people's minds. Was there an intention to exclude Libya from the competition? The answer may remain ambiguous, but what is certain is that Libyan football needs radical reforms. Whether in technical planning or crisis management, football needs radical reforms. According to the publication, the Nigerian team deliberately lowered its strength to ensure the non-qualification of Libya, even if the team succeeded in beating the Benin Republic. On the side of the group, Nigerians who were defeat to Rwanda at home ground added more controversy, especially since the result raised doubts about Nigeria's intentions in this encounter. The match between Nigeria and Rwanda was a shock to the Libyan fans. The fans expected a comfortable win for Nigeria, which would have kept Libya's hopes alive if they defeated Benin Republic. However, the scenario was contrary to expectations. Nigerians' one goal lead turned into a 2-goal loss, as if the Green Eagles or Super Eagles, well, the Super Eagles now, you can see where Libyans are coming up, still calling Super Eagles Green Eagles, had abandoned their competitive spirit. The scene raised many questions in sports circles. Did Nigeria deliberately lose to eliminate Libya? Well, look at Libya still referring to Super Eagles as Green Eagles, the name we last, but that's around 1980s to early 90s. Well, that's a call to actually look at. Right now, the Libyans are really looking at us as if we have actually fixed their game. They should ask the Super Eagles player how difficult it was for them, because even though they did not perform well, which most of them agreed to and later apologized, but really, I still don't believe why Eagles should fix that game. Although, as it is right now, that's their own opinion concerning that. Maybe CAF will really want to see how they need to investigate this coming from Libya. That Super Eagles and the entire team fix that match for Rwanda to defeat them. And after that, Rwanda that defeated us did still not qualify for the competition. So where is the fixing coming from? Because if they had defeated Benin, that would have at least speaks for them. But right now, they drew against Benin Republic. Benin Republic fought their way, and they were able to get a draw. And if you recall, news have been flying around how they also dealt with Benin after that game. They had to rush into the dressing room, and in fact, they were throwing objects at the Benin Republic team after that particular game. And I saw Ghana Ross' interview where he acknowledged that Libyans came at them after that game, which did not go well with the Benin's authority. It really buttressed more about the fact that Nigerians were held hostage when we were about to play them. So Libyans are yet to learn from what they did, and it's high time that CAF really sanctioned Libya for what they actually did against Benin Republic, because after that game, even despite that it was goalless, it was a draw, they still went ahead to throw objects at the Benin's team there. Well, for Libya raising this particular notion, well, let's see what CAF will be doing about this. But right now, Rwanda did not qualify. It's actually Nigeria and Benin Republic that qualify. So what's the issue of match fixing? Where will it come in right now? Well, that's coming from Libya. I'm sure the fact that that CAF sanction, which they've actually appealed, is still a pain in the neck for the Libyan football authorities there. Well, right now, we just have to quickly go on a break. Let's enjoy some volleyball. By the time we return, we'll give you much more in the world of sport.
The most difficult game I played is with Force. That's Chief of Army Staff. In the first phase, we defeated them 3-0 and all the minor scores were 0-20. But to our greatest shock, they defeated us 3-2. So we have to now gear up. And the easiest game I play is the final today with Civil Defense.
Why do you say it's the simplest?
It has always been easy for Kano to beat Civil.
This presentation. Congratulations, congratulations. And first position. For Team Civil Defense.
So why did they decide to do
And the beautiful shield from Lala Aina Foundation. They are going on with the shield. Ladies and gentlemen, we've never seen it in the picture before. Winner is taking more. DJ.
What's your call?
This is a very funny man. Yes, sir. Well done. It's better for them.
Taking you back, history moment there. Volleyball in Nigeria, another sport that a lot of young ones actually play out there. Well, we know that we have lots of formidable volleyball players, both in men and also in women, representing different clubs across this nation. And not forgetting handball, different sports, men and women in handball, basketball, volleyball, and also football. Well, right now, we just have to have that moment where we look at the sports of volleyball there. It's really getting better, in fact, including beach volleyball, where we have a lot of international stars right now who are really doing so well when it comes to that particular sport. Now, before we wrap it up, let's look at some story. Well, our own team, Edo Queens, will be playing the top place today against FC Massa of Egypt. That'll be the story we're looking at. CAF Women Champions League, Moses Aduku targets bronze for Edo Queens. They'll be fighting in third place to see how they can scoop the bronze for themselves after they lost against TP Mazembe in the race for the final. Well, that game actually ended 3-1 in favor of TP Mazembe of Congo, and now they'll be playing against the team from Morocco. As far that will be on Saturday, but for today it's a top place finish between the two teams, Edo Queens of Nigeria versus FC Massa of Egypt. And you know how good these teams actually, the two of them, they've met before in the group stage. It ended in the draw, and right now Musa Duku says they know this team of Egypt, FC Massa, are no pushover at all. They are very good and equal to the task against the Edo Queens. So they will all come out and see how they can at least plot a coup against them and see how they will actually win that particular encounter, lift the $350,000 prize money allocated for the top place. And if they are able to do that, at least you look at them winning about 500 million naira there. Well, we hope that Edo Queens will do us proud by winning this competition, or rather this top place fight between them and FC Massa. It's going to be tough, but it's something that they can achieve because they've met before. They need to just sit down and watch the clips again, where they get it wrong for not being able to score against FC Massa. FC Massa have really been a very strong team in this competition. They also did well against other teams, and right now it could be a tough one against Edo Queens. Edo Queens fought hard, but they could not get to the final of the competition. So this is our first time their debut season in the Women Champions League that has to do with CAF. And right now, they are looking for a third place finish, which will be coming up by 6 p.m. today over there in Morocco, Casablanca precisely, where the competition is taking place. We wish them the best as they prosecute their game, and hopefully they will do us proud by being able to win this. They have been supported by the state government and also the Nigerians over there in Morocco really coming out to support the Edo Queens, how they'll be able to do this against FC Massa. And you know the North Africans, they don't joke with this kind of competition. They will do everything possible to make sure they throw it at Edo Queens. But we know that our ladies are equal to the task, according to their coach, Moses Aduku, that they are battle ready to see how they will do well against FC Massa. Well, we wish them the best there. And now talking about that particular CAF, now let's come to CAF women football. Like we talked about CAF announcing draw procedure for 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations that will be coming up also in Morocco. It's start Morocco 2024, just like we had AFCON 2023 and 2024. That's the way it is. So they will be having it in Morocco, and that will be where they will be having the draw today. The draw will be coming up tonight, and we look at the pattern of the draw that has been actually outlined. The draw will be conducted on Friday, November 22, at the Mohammed 6 Technical Center in Sele, starting at 8 p.m. local time, that's 7 p.m. GMT. The prestigious tournament will bring together Africa's top 12 teams, and they will be divided into 3 groups of 4. The 12 qualified teams will be seeded into 4 levels based on their FIFA ranking. Level 1, Morocco, that's the host nation, alongside Nigeria and South Africa, rated at level 1. Level 2 is Zambia, Ghana, Tunisia. Level 3 is Mali, Senegal, and Algeria. While level 4 we have DR Congo, Tanzania, and Botswana. Those are the 12 teams that will be playing in this competition. 3 separate pools will be used to allocate teams from level 2, 3, and 4 into groups A, B, and C. So we'll be having group A, B, and C in the draw that will be coming up. Pot C, which is level 4. The first ball drawn will go to group A, position A4. The second ball will go to group B, position B4. the top ball will go to Group C, position C4. Pot B, that's level 3. The first ball drawn will go to Group A, position A3. The second ball will go to Group B, position B3. And we look at the third ball, we go to Group C, which is position C3. And Pot A, which is level 2. The first ball drawn will go to Group A, position A2. The second ball will go to Group B, position B2. And the third ball will go to Group C, position C2. Morocco 2024 holds the 13th edition of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations and will run from July 5th to July 26th, 2025. South Africa are the defending champions after they secured the continental title in Morocco 2 years ago. Nigeria won 9 of the previous 12 editions. Out of the 12th edition of this competition, Nigeria won 9 out of it. You can see how dominant they've been in Africa. So, well, that draw is coming up. Then we know who and who we are playing for the next AFCON, as they call it, African Women Cup of Nations there. Well, before we go, just touch on the UEFA Champions League for women. The result of games played yesterday, where Valerenga played 1-0 against Bayern Munich there, the women's version of it. Arsenal defeated Juventus, where Hortig was able to score a goal for Arsenal. Hammarby won, Manchester City 2. They defeated Hammarby there, while St. Pölten lost against Barcelona, who stopped scoring. They scored 4 against Pölten, were able to salvage 1 goal back to make it 4-1 in that game that took place over there in Europe. Those are the results of the games played in the UEFA Women Champions League there, we just brought to you. Well, for the Younger Games, continue to bring you more update. And for Super Falcons, they will know their group teams that they'll be facing tonight in the where the draw will be coming up over there in Morocco. That's it on the show 360 Sport on Trust TV. Adeni Aji Shafe. Thanks for watching.